Hey, we're here with Governor Dan McKee, a very special day here at the Federal Hill Merchants Association. More on that later. But Governor, just a week or so ago, you signed into law legislation that would significantly increase the minimum wage. The question coming from the business community is, how do they pay for that?
Well, we just got to keep the economy going strong, and at the moment we are. We're moving up on rankings all around the state of Rhode Island, whether it's in education, or whether it's the economy, or whether it's the best places to live. So what the state needs to do is do exactly what we're doing here on Federal Hill today. We're investing in infrastructure to make sure that the businesses here can benefit by that infrastructure. And as long as we keep the economy going, not only do the people who are working gain revenue for themselves, but also the businesses. And this is just the start. We're on the 2030 plan, which, by the way, the Plan 365, the education piece, is gaining traction. We just moved into the top 10 on one of the national rankings for K through 12 schools. Attendance Matters is doing the deal. These are all things that move into the idea of creating a better economy. We're looking to raise incomes, and quite frankly, we need to raise people's incomes higher than the minimum wage. And that's why we're creating these job opportunities, whether it's in the labor force with Quonset, or whether it's happening down in Electric Boat, or whether it's happening in Amazon over in Johnston, or what's happening in our life science business. Look, the key to this whole effort in Rhode Island is that, so we're not the last in and last out of these economic downturns, is increase incomes, increase outcomes in our schools, and make sure we're healthy.
But Governor, just to play counterpoint for just a second, particularly in the small restaurant market, once you get outside of the major urban core, generational restaurants are closing at a record pace. They're citing inflation, they're citing increased utility costs, unfunded mandates like paper bags and straws, and just on and on and on. Now add on what in some cases might be hundreds of dollars a week to low margin restaurants and low margin retail businesses. They're at a loss and they're closing.
Yeah, so we're not seeing that, right? I don't know where you're seeing that, but we just announced 5 new restaurants that are going to open up here on Federal Hill. That's happening all around the state where I go. People are very upbeat and optimistic about the economy, and this is going to continue as long as we make the investments from the state and partner in with the municipalities to make it happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.